you can go through any finished product, any open, I say an open house, but I mean an open townhouse or an open apartment. Brilliant. That you will learn more by doing that. You'll meet the people that are selling it, who are the people who probably sell sites, and you will need to sell your product. You can see what's in there. You see the standard of finish. And if you talk to that agent and what I call disarming them from their sales thing, because once you tell them, hey, look, I'm not here to buy anything. I'm actually a developer. And you got any sites for sale? I'm looking for any. Okay, let's keep in contact about that. But listen, you're selling this. Tell me a bit about it. And you can start, even there you can find out who the architect was, even traffic, how many are going through. I say, what do people like? What's the big feature that people really like about this? And you say, oh, it's this or it's that. And I say, well, what don't they like? Oh, it's a $600,000 townhouse and he's got a laminate bench top. Should be at least Caesar stone. Or the third bedroom is really like a big study. It's not a bedroom. Or this or that. And you're starting to learn a lot. Take photos. If you think this is a killer sort of bathroom or killer kitchen, or he's said about some features that are really selling well, take photos. Yep. Keep in contact with those people. Dig deep, become the local expert. Know the movers and the shakers. Know what size. What size townhouses should they be? Different areas, different sizes.
And different colour schemes, different everything, And what I like to do there is collate files. The accountant coming out of me.
No,
but collate files on the good features and what is sold and who the agent was and the comments that are made, and capture it at the time. Don't wait a week to actually write it down. Create a little thing on your iPad or in a file on your computer or whatever, so you can actually just type down those notes about things, because even the mere fact of actually either writing it down or committing it to words, you retain that information better, and it's also something you can go back to. If you keep the photographs and the notes and the people and the contacts and everything in that file, and then if you can, do the reverse feasibility on that project as well, you are learning so much from that. I mean, we could sit up here on stage all day and tell you how to do stuff, but you got to get out there and do it. You are going to learn more by actually getting down and dirty with a project, and the more hypothetical stuff you can do like that, the more experienced you are when you go and do your first one. Because it's not learning completely from the beginning, because you've done all of that background work as if you were the developer on all of those projects, and you know the figures and you know the people and you've talked to them and you've walked through the properties and you've seen why that one sold quicker than this one here, and watch those properties. Check the days on the market, and when you see that it's sold, go and ring up the agent and say, hey, you remember me? I went through the whatever on the open house. How did you go with it? I'm really interested in what they actually ended up getting, how much discounting happened. Did you have a few buyers there? Really create the whole picture around things, because if you can do that, when you go to do your own, you are going to be streets ahead. And you're not sitting there going, oh my God, what do I do next? You know what comes next, because you've tracked deal after deal after deal in that preliminary learning process.
And the result of that is, when you're looking at a deal, you can make a quick, accurate decision.
It starts to become your lifeblood. It starts to become who you are. By looking at that land at that price, eventually when you get, as experienced as Bob is over here, how much money he's going to make on it, what the rough figure's going to be, how much everything's going to cost. So he's done a rough FISO in his head simply by looking at the deal immediately. It takes a number of years to get to that stage, and a lot of experience, but you will get there. The more you do, the better you'll become at that stuff.
That's fun.
It is fun.
Property development is a business. I mean, you make a lot of money. Treat it like a business.
The weekend's been fantastic, absolutely fantastic, more than I ever anticipated. A lot of work. People need to come prepared to events like this, and but also be prepared to be rewarded. One of the most specific things that I've got out of this weekend is not just the information I've received from Dymphna, but that information is magnificent and has really clarified a lot of real estate issues. But it's been the contacts with the financial guidance and the legal guidance and all the other elements associated with the peripheral elements of real estate investing that I think have been equally as rewarding. If I had have known this information, had these contacts years ago when I was investing in certain strategies and doing certain things, it would have literally saved me hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I find that you don't just think about what you're getting from the real estate knowledge aspect. The ancillary elements of what you're getting are equally as important, if not more important. I've been to a couple of Dymphna's seminars before and never signed up. I was one of the guys that always go to the seminar, get the information, but always procrastinate about signing up for the event. And this is another really important thing, I think. The money that Dymphna charges for these courses, I know a lot of people balk at that and they question the value of that. As I've just mentioned, the money that I would have saved from the ancillary information I've received already overwhelms any kind of fee that she has charged or could charge for it, regardless of all of the real estate information that I've now garnered as well. So the value is exponential by hundreds in reality. I've always been reasonably confident with it, but when things go pear-shaped, it knocks your confidence back down, you get back up and you go again. We've all had pear-shaped investments, well, most people have. Now getting this information and knowing that the information's progressed so much over the years, getting it at the cutting edge, getting it right at the front edge of what's happening now in today's market in real time, that's what lifts your confidence. You know now that you can step out and you can work with the right people and you can get the right properties, do the right thing with them and be guided along the way. You can't put a value on that if you're an active property investor. As I sit here today, there was just no other way to do it. Get the information as quickly as you can, get the right information, engage the right people and activate yourself into the market. One of the most, I guess, illuminating things that have come out of this weekend has been that there are really good analysis tools available to you now and professional people who have tried and tested these tools that you can actually engage and work with just to go from point A to point B, not just quick, with speed and more quickly, but with a lot more confidence and clarity, and that's worth volumes. If you're considering property investing, go to a one-day seminar, sign up at the end of the day, get the information, and then if you can't go and do something constructive with it, it's your own fault, because this is the best information available that I've found.